Yeah, everybody's fed. Everybody's in their yard, anyways. In the yards. I patched a hole in the fence in the front yard, front gate or front property line, west property line. The goats figured out there was a hole in the fence and they've been using it. And then the sheep was like, "Hey, that's cool. Let's use it too." And they decided they wanted to go over to the north neighbor's property all the time. So I had to fix that. I put a temporary gate across the front until my fencing guy could show up to do it right, do it permanent. This right here is why you only want 2 pigs. They will tear up your property. Look at her. Too many pigs will destroy your land. They're about as bad as moles. Maybe they'll eat moles. Moles aren't that bad though. I mean, they're like, nature's uh, killer machines, sorta. And they're just looking for worms and stuff. They're just looking for worms and stuff, so they're not really like gonna. As far as I know, they're not gonna tear up your crop or anything like that. I know worms are good for the soil, but other than that, it's the only damage that the moles will do. And I guess these guys are looking for something similar. Winter's almost over. This here's old hay, not really good for eating. Although they still might eat it. We mostly got it for bedding material for the pigs to burrow into, like that hole right there, and stay warm during the winter. That's the main reason why we bought this hay. It was only like $50 for both of them. We got some hay up front for eating, and then hay in the back for eating, but they pretty much ate all the hay in the back. Most of the goats. So we got more hay for up front for the sheep. Because the goats are bullies and they ran the sheep off from the hay in the back. That being said, we don't know what happened to Appa. We don't know if the goats injured him and killed him. We don't know if he died of natural causes. We don't know if a predator got him. And we don't know if the neighbors shot him. Now, the last part seems a little far-fetched, but the sheep like to hang out over there. And I was over there one day working, and 2 bullets flew by me from the neighbors. Not the south neighbor here, but the neighbor south of him. And it took me a minute to figure out what it was, because at first I thought it was fireworks. But it sounded like, bottle rockets flying by my head, but they didn't blow up. They just was like, bzz, bzz. And I heard the gunshots over yonder, so I was like, yeah, I could have died that day. At least 2 of the bullets came flying by me. I was over in this area. Well, this is the area that the sheep hang out at. So it is very possible that he got shot. What's the chances of that? Probably not great, but it is possible. Because like I said, 2 bullets came over here flying by my head, basically. One went real close to me. The other was not as close. And they came flying over here that one day that I was here working. It's possible that they came by on the 14th. Bullets flew by here through the woods over that direction, and it's possible that he got shot. Am I saying that that's what happened? No. I'm just saying it's a possibility. And we didn't really think about that until today because we were here working and they were shooting their guns off. And it reminded me of that day. The neighbors have been complaining about those other neighbors shooting their guns because bullets come flying on their properties too. So I'm not the only one. So I know that's a possibility. I don't know what happened to him. I had a top, or no, a bottom of one of these plastic totes laying over here. So I drug it back there. Here's the top. I have the bottom right here. So I drug it back there. And I laid him out on it. To let him basically rot and decay on it. And I'll basically inspect him later for lead, just so I'll know for sure. But it's possible that the bullet didn't stay in him. It's possible that it went clean through him, and I'll never know. So I gotta fix that door. It's gonna start closing too early soon. It's already closed too early. It's supposed to close an hour after sunset. But yeah, we pretty much have to come over here and make sure they go up every night. That being said, they can fly the coop. So if they decide they don't want to go in, then there's not much we can do about it. You know, we're just trying to keep them alive. The other way. Let's go. As long as possible. So having them go in the coop at night will keep them alive longer. There's that grody chicken rooster that we had John butcher, but it was nasty. So we decided not to use it tonight. We just used regular chicken. Oh. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, interesting. I don't know what that was all about. Who's chasing who around here? A chicken chased another chicken out of the coop. At least that's what it looked like to me out the corner of my eye. Maybe it was a guinea. Alright, cool. The lights are on. Now, once we get these guys moved over to Collins, the guineas that are going to be left over here are pretty much going to be feral guineas. And they're pretty much going to have to use this door every night. Otherwise, they're not going in at night. There we go. It's not quite center. There we go. Laura's gotten away from using this door, and they really need to be trained to the door. That being said, it probably wouldn't hurt to have a bigger door, like a dog door. See, now they don't know what to do because the big door is closed. One's going in, maybe. Alright, yeah, one's going in. Another one's going in. The chicken's going in. But once we get the other coop done in Collins, there won't be as many birds here. I might get another door for that other side. A better door, because those doors that I bought suck. They don't work. See that light? It just blinked green, but it's not working. I don't know why. It's trying to work, apparently, but it's just not working. So I'm not sure what the problem is. But this one here, this is a better door. Let's see. I'll see if I can't put this up to where They know, sorta. They just haven't figured it out. Four more. Four more dodo birds. I don't know if I got the camera at the right angle, but everybody went in before so far. Sounds like somebody's in the shed. Hang on. Maybe everybody's in. Okay. I think everybody's in. Goats are good. Goats are in the goat yard. Bada boom. Bada bing. See, I gotta get another door for that other side, but eventually. Eventually. I got 1,000 other projects I gotta do first. But, yeah. Alright. Hopefully, I got all that on video. It's kind of dark. I should have had the light on. Oh well. Alright, bye. Yeah, the goats typically will sleep in their goat houses and stuff, especially when it's cold out. These guys, that's one good thing about sheep is they don't really need as much shelter as goats do. um, maybe on really bad days they need shelter, but on the decent days or halfway cold days, they grow wool in the winter, so they're fine for the most part. These guys have hardly ever sheltered up this winter. But the goats kind of run them out of the other place. So we kind of clean this shed out for them to sleep in when it's really cold. Laura was going to bring some hay over here, and I should have dropped the hay right here so we can just throw it in a lot easier, but I didn't think about it until afterwards. But anyhow, they pretty much hang out up here, sitting them in. Sheep are kind of cool, but they're not as smart as goats, I don't think. They're kind of dumb. But I can't say they're more friendly. They like Laura better than they do me. Except for these guys. But Cinnamon, she's friendly, but she's still kind of skittish or standoffish. Candy loves me. Candy, 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 princess. This is our princess, yes. She stays extremely clean for a farm cat, a long-haired farm cat. She really takes good care of herself. That's why I call her princess. She always looks pretty. She's always pretty. Yeah, you're so pretty. Ow, that's my leg. Ow. Okay. What's that? Candy's like, get away from me, sheep. It's funny. And this is Rammy. He's not that Rammy. He just kind of rubs up against you like this. Like, he just soft rams you, like, pet me, scratch me, give me some attention. I'm not really sure the best way to pet sheep. They say the neck or the chest or maybe underneath, but never up here. That's what they say. Sometimes you can get away with back here, but just stay away from the tops of their heads. I guess it triggers aggression if you pet them on the top of their heads, especially the rams. Cinnamon. Goats like to be scratched on their necks too, though, so it's probably like a win-win location for most animals. Even pigs. Pigs like to be scratched. Guinea fowl are the only ones who probably don't like to be scratched. It's okay, Sally. Okay, gotta go.